Daily cases, though, in the state of California have doubled just in the last 10 days. This is simply the fastest increase California has seen since the beginning of this pandemic. Let me underscore by showing you this graph what I mean. Just put this in perspective. The highest rate increase that we have experienced since the beginning of this pandemic, we experienced in June. You see June 15th to June 21st, we saw a 1 week increase of 39.2% of new cases. Compare that to the first week in November, a 51.3% increase in just a 1 week period. Puts in perspective the rate of increase that's simply without precedent in California's pandemic history. As it relates to our blueprint that we put out some 11 weeks ago, when we announced the blueprint for a safer economy, we talked about ability to make advances not only forward, but also move through toggling backwards. We also talked about an emergency brake based upon data and based upon conditions that would provide for a framework of flexibility to tighten restrictions. We have counties now that we are moving back based on that blueprint, based upon the emergency brake, based upon the protocols that we put into place when we announced this blueprint 11 weeks ago, that will allow us to move back, or for that matter, to the extent we see some stability, to allow us flexibility going forward, but counties to move back after 1 week, not just 2 weeks. As you may recall, we collect data, we adjudicate the data with our local health officers, with the state of California. We have a 2-week protocol and process to do that. Pursuant to the announcement we're making today, counties will move back after 1 week, not 2 weeks. And because of significant increases that we've experienced, and I'll show you the map here in a moment, some counties will move multiple tiers, not just, for example, yellow to orange or orange to red. You will see some examples of counties moving from orange to purple. So we will not be moving simply to one tier based upon the data and the significant increases. You'll see some jumps, multiple tiers backwards. Counties that move back also must make industry or sectoral changes urgently. Instead of a 72-hour wait period, we want to see the application and implementation of these new tiered status occur in a 24-hour period. By the way, we will reassess our tiered status on a multiple basis, meaning multiple times during a week. You recall, based upon tradition, over the course of 11 weeks, Dr. Galley follows up these Monday press conferences on Tuesday and updates the movement between counties. Today, we are moving forward, not waiting for Tuesday to make announcements. As it relates to those announcements last week, you saw Dr. Galley's presentation. You saw the following map. Number of counties in purple, 13, red counties 22, orange 17, and 6 counties in yellow. There was progress still being made. As you know, we've made tremendous progress moving forward in modifying our status, meaning providing more flexibility pursuant to this blueprint between late August and October. We are now moving backwards, not forwards. And last week was an indication, an early indication of some movement in the, more restrictive direction. Let me specifically tell you what I mean today. 40 counties now will be moving backwards in the state. You'll see, and I'll show you again, in the original last week tiered status, you had 13 counties in purple, 22 in red. Today, we have 41 counties in purple, 11 in red, less in orange, yes, less in yellow still. So take a look at the map, not those numbers, and you can just see all the purple all up and down the state. Again, I'll go back so you can get a real sense of where we were just a week ago. And now, again, the purple throughout the state of California, represented in the tiered status update that we are announcing here today, not waiting till Tuesday. Every age group, every demographic, racial, ethnic, and every part of the state, we are seeing case rates increase and positivity rates increase as well. No longer concentrated in just a handful of counties. We are seeing community spread broadly now throughout the state of California.